All right, welcome BMW Bros. We're going to do something I think is important. This is my take on giveaways and why I think what we're doing is a little bit different. First thing I'm doing is I'm looking for a great example. So I'm looking for a really nice car, a car that I'm really buying this as if I was buying it for me. Now I bought this car with the intention to do a giveaway on it from the beginning, and I absolutely loved it. I like it. I don't absolutely love it, so we're gonna let it go to the next owner, to the next person. But the key requisite for me to do a giveaway, you go to obsessedgarage.com, you buy one of the 41 or 42 things that we have on the site, and you get every $5 you spend, you get an entry to win this $130,000, $140,000 car. But the requisite for me to do a giveaway is that I have to do the things that I would do. And there's a line that's drawn, right? I draw the line personally. So I want that line to be drawn at the same level that I would draw if I was going to keep this for 10 years, right? So I don't want to be doing giveaways on cars that I'm just doing it just to do the giveaway. I'm doing it for my own personal experience, and then the giveaway part is a way for me to get out of the car without losing a bunch of money, without losing my shirt. And then to hopefully engage you and get new followers and do all that kind of stuff and have more people come to my store and buy things outside of the giveaway. But the way I do it is we tried opening up detailing last time, and then we didn't sell anything detailing for months afterwards because everybody bought all the detailing stuff. And I basically, gave away a car and gave away sales. I can't just give away a $140,000 car without generating some additional revenue over and above our normal revenue. I got to pay everybody's salary and the rent for the building and all that stuff. So that's why we do some weird stuff. But I wouldn't have this car without a radar detector. And so even though the car is already, we're going to give it away in a couple weeks, I want to re-stimulate your desire to buy some stuff, so go to obsessedgarage.com and buy some stuff. But I need a radar detector in my car, and the giveaway car needs a radar detector because, again, I'm drawing the line at the same level that I would draw the line if it was my own. Now, there's a few things, like I would really like to send the ECU out and have it flashed. But then again, then you have some potential warranty issues for the person who does get this car. I don't have time to do that. But that's something I would have done. And I don't have time to get a short shifter for it. I would have done that. So there's a few things where, just like in my life, it takes time to get things done, to get to the car to the standard that I want. But this requisite for me is that I get the car, get the things on the car that I would do if I was going to keep it forever. And so this radar detector is going to go in, even though I don't think it's really going to help me sell any more stuff. I spent another $1,000 on the car. So we're going to hardwire this thing. So let's go over to the bench and I'll show you what we're going to put in this thing. We're going to hardwire it. And I don't like to do there's some cars where a mirror mount makes sense to me. The BMW is pretty easy to just run down the back of the car. So I'll show you how we're going to do a hardwire run. But I had to go get some extra 16 gauge wire because we'll have to splice this in because the run will be a little bit longer. And then I got a couple of added fuses. I forget which size we need, so I have the big one and the small one. The HHA and the HHH these are from Eaton, which I think they have Eaton at both AutoZone and Advance, probably O'Reilly's as well. So you go and get these, and then I've got some other wire if the red wire makes more sense, but I think we'll probably stick with black. So in this car, I have the appropriate BlendMount. My friends from BlendMount, Sebastian, sent this to me. This is a 009-1008. I don't think that's the whole model for this, because there's a 009-0007. What you do is just go in the drop down. They have different examples of what your mirror looks like, and then you send them a picture of your mirror so they confirm it, and then they send it to you, and they ship super, super fast. So I want to say the BlendMounts, it's like $100 or $150 or something like that. But I don't like radar detectors. Like I'm not even going to put one in the E36 because they don't have a mount for that. I don't want to have it on suction cups. But this is their hardwire core kit for a Uniden R7. So I'm going to do the R7 in the M2. And then I actually bought I'm going to make my first divergence from the Uniden in the last 6 or 7 years. I follow Ariel, my buddy Ariel from Vortex Radar is the authority on all this stuff. A lot of talk about the Escort Redline 360. The 360 now has GPS lockout, so we get tons of range. What the heck? Is there junk in my drawer? I can't freaking let people do anything around here. So I'm going to try the 360, the Redline 360C in my E92. But I know this one works, Uniden R7. I didn't want to do the R8 because the R8 is giant, it's like this big. It's like a big old brick. This one's already too big, I think, for my taste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hand this to Bryce, see if he'll do me a quick little software update, get the firmware update on this, and then we'll be, I won't say protected, but we'll have a little better experience with the police and staying out of trouble. Really, the only reason why I like radar detectors is I'm just trying to avoid, like, if I'm on a country road doing, that has a 35-mile-per-hour speed limit and I'm doing 55, that's a real significant ticket. So for me, that's what's largely kept me out of trouble over the years, was having just a basic, nice but basic radar detector. I don't do jammers, the AL priority. I think it's AL, it's not AI priority, I think it's AL priority. I never do the laser jammer stuff because I've got turn cars over so much, and do a custom install system is just too much money, too much work. So, I mean, this will sense laser, but usually if you get lasered, you're toast. Anyway, so no shifting. But go to Vortex, he's the expert on this. Can you hook me up there, homie? Give me a software update. So every time you get your radar detector, you should update the firmware.
You're missing auto lockout. You don't know.
Yeah, I know. Who knows what version they have on this? Because the new R7, I think R3, R7, or R8 software has the auto GPS lockout, so you don't have to double tap it, which is annoying. Which makes the Uniden even more attractive. All right, so you're gonna think I'm crazy going to the trunk, but there's a nice, pretty exposed fuse box right here. And I used to stress out about this, like going to forums and trying to find, all right, exactly which fuse should I use? And then when I got a little bit more sophisticated, I got a meter out and tried to find what's a switched, section, a switched open fuse. Now what I do is just keep sticking it in holes and see what happens. So find one that has a switched power. So basically we want a fuse section on the fuse bus here, the fuse box. We want something that would turn off when the car is off and then turn on when the car turns on. And the simple thing to do that is install the radar detector, and then we just try a few different areas. It usually only takes a few tries and you can find a spot that works well. So let's I'm gonna put the seats down. We're gonna run to the back here. And I know that seems like a more difficult install, but I promise you, you can do this. It's really, really easy. We're gonna need the RJ45, telephone type connection. We're gonna need that to come out this way, right? And so what I'm gonna do is pop this mirror cover, split this in half, so that way I can see where it would be most efficient to run the wire down. Generally, I'll just clamp the wire and have it kind of poke out the back. And then, we're going to pull all this apart here and run it down the A-pillar, down the back of the car, underneath the seat. It's actually, we'll see. I say it's going to be easy, but I always dread doing radar detectors, but they're really not. I shouldn't dread it because it's not that bad. And this one, a lot of BMWs will have a little airbag thing here where you'd have to take a screw out, but this should just pop loose. And I don't even need to take this completely out. I'll be able to run it just like that. Now the airbag is in here, so just keep that in mind. Let's pull this back. We'll run it behind here. Let's pop this piece off here. Nice and easy. Pop that off, put it underneath. So we'll run down the carpet. I think, let me just pull this back. Yeah, I don't even have to take this off. So I can run this all the way down under the carpet, up here to the seat. Let's see if it's like others. Well, I might as well just start running this thing. I haven't taken a, I guess I probably did this in my F80, so this is probably the same thing, but that was, shoot, I got my F80 in what, 2015? That was 7 years ago. Yeah, October of 2015, so that was a long time ago. No, October 2014. There we go. That puppy just pops apart. What you could do is you could pull this Molex off here and try to tap the mirror, but I don't like doing that. Tuck it up in here. And the headliner. Bring it. It's not 3. It's not 1/8 inch. It's not 3/32. What frickin' size is it? Not going to be able to get it as tight as I want because I don't have the right size key. I have one at home that came with the other BlendMount. That. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's where it's going to sit. Now what we can do, bring this puppy here and plug it in. Put our wire up under the headliner, and then we can take this and finish this up. Now, we gotta make a choice. Do we want to bring it through here and pinch it? Like this. This is how some people drive, like this. This way. That. I mean, what I normally do is just kind of notch this out here. Just trying to figure out where I want to notch it. Just kind of make a little. Usually I can get by with just taking out the little lip, this little inner lip there. And I do it on both sides, and then we have enough room to run the wire, and then you can't see it. There we go. That should be all I need. Indetectable. There we go. Bingo. Nice. Now, we can leave the fuse here, and all we need to do is extend our black wire, our black and red wire. Unless I can find a ground right here somewhere to tap into, I think I'll just run them both all the way to the back. So I did the red, the black, and the black to red like a freaking idiot. Let's try this again. Got it all prepared, all nice and cleanly done, and then boom, screwed it up. Let's do this the right way this time. Black to black, red to red. I did that, so I wanted to show you, you know, the pitfalls, show you what not to do there. So we go black to black, red to red. Since I got this good looking black and red wire, I might as well do it right. Connection. Good. We'll just leave this 2 amp here. Hope it doesn't blow. Knock on wood. I've never had one of them blow, but you know, the first time for everything. Now that I said that. Throw that plastic panel there. It's a lot better doing radar detectors, not having to like consult videos, and I've done enough of them now where it's pretty simple for me. So we'll bring this under here, probably. Let's bring it through here and make it look official. Let's zip tie it up there. And I think I'll ground it right here like that. So we'll pull that little 10 mil off, we'll ground it to that. We'll zip tie it to this. Okay. Let's put a couple of these little baby zip ties. So it looks official. I start speaking Canadian. Stone chips. That's how Pan says it. Gotta have the stone chips. If I want to be a Canadian superpower retailer, I gotta start speaking the lingo. Don't misconstrue this. I'm not making fun of Canadians. I want to be a Canadian. That's my goal. My goal is to be a dual citizen. Till I get there for 1 second of one winter, I'm like, oh, screw this, I'm out. Just be a snowbird Canadian. Generally not wise to ground to aluminum, but okay. On, no good. Nope. $124, $25, $126. All right, so I ended up using location 143, which is the windows. And then just tuck this down here like this. Nice little clean install there. For directions back in place. I just gotta grab the key from my house so I can lock it in. Allen key. So now when I turn it on, radar detector kicks on. So it's gonna sit like that. When I turn it off, off. Nice. On. Off. So now I'll go to Vortex Radar on my phone and just put in all the settings. That's it. Piece of cake. Takes, you know, what is it, an hour or so? You're fumbling through, you always have little quirks, little things that hold you up, but it takes about an hour to do. I think anybody can do that. I needed like a couple of tools. And even then, I probably didn't even need those. Need some wire strippers, is like 10 millimeter, and go get a fuse tap and get the Hardwire kit, the BlendMount, radar detector, good to go. So that's a wrap. M2 giveaway, go to obsessedgarage.com. It'll have a dialed in, apparently not firmware update, Uniden R7. You'll have to update the firmware on your own. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.